2. Yo, what it do? Welcome to another episode of Raps and Rasslin. You got the goats with you right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
King
It's
Ron.
Saturday. You know what that means.
What that mean?
Rest in peace, bro, the leader.
Yeah.
Bro, I got my boy right here next to me, King.
Yo,
Say what's up, man?
Sirski.
My boy over here to the left.
Son Hero, what's happening, y'all?
What's
What's
happening?
up? What's up?
What y'all boys been into, man?
Oh man, I've been watching a wonderful week of wrestling, to say the least.
Why did they bring up the hurt business?
We going straight into it. We going straight into it, man. I don't know who idea was to even. I don't.
It's Vince's idea.
Got Vince back. Are you going see now? Are you going crazy? Are you not watching your own product? Are you not caring about your own product? Like, what is you doing? Who like?
We asked you nicely to give us affection we fuck with. You said get the fuck out your face.
What did we do to deserve this? I thought you wanted your fans to be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? You had the one cool thing you had.
Right.
And it was for us.
It was us.
It was the brothers.
You gave the titles back to the New Day. I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? 11-time world titles and stuff, but the Hurt Business.
We just came out with the song.
Right.
Come on, man.
West Side Gun. Shout out to West Side Gun, Griselda. You know, but yeah.
That shit
Why is
whack,
but
man.
why is everybody surprised though?
I mean, I wasn't surprised, but it was
Yeah.
like actually watching it unfold. I was like, why? No, stop this. Can this be a joke? It's not a
It's a
joke.
joke. Is this
Y'all
a joke?
serious?
It's
Nah,
really happening.
it's
Fuck that.
it,
It's like, okay, check this out. If Lashley loses, cool.
Mhm.
And I don't care about the plot holes in the story of any of it.
Mhm.
But just give us that back. Can we just get this one thing? Y'all don't give us much.
Yeah. We
I
don't ask for
think-
much.
I don't think the mind state now of some wrestling fans. I mean, probably maybe down the line, but I don't think you're not gonna kick out Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander in that fashion and then be like, oh, it was just all a ruse and we're still the Hurt Business.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It kind of like
can be done. Cause it sound like some like Degeneration X type shit, but it'll still be too goofy for the Hurt Business.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Jesus Christ.
Especially after the run they had, because they was tag champions. First of all, Bobby Lash was the United States champion for a while,
yeah.
and he only dropped that junk to get the WWE title.
Which he really didn't lose
He
because
didn't lose.
he didn't get pinned.
Yeah, so
John Morrison got pinned.
and
Not
then,
Bobby
so he was
Lashley.
still strong in that. And he, of course, he was pissed or whatnot. But hey, right after that, where was he at? WWE title. You know what I'm saying?
Finally.
Shelton and
Yeah.
Cedric, tag champions. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. That
And you know what I'm saying? I love the New Day and what they have done for the culture and
Yeah.
so many subgenres. But we have never had a dominant black fashion in that manner. Even with Kofi had the WWE title and Big E and Xavier had the tag belts,
Yeah.
it wasn't that. It was okay. New Day is always gonna be, you know what I'm saying? We selling merch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fucking with us. We
for
the coolest kids in the room.
yeah,
you
we
know what I'm
playing
saying?
the game.
We fly.
We all the pop culture outfits. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
But
The
you know
cool
what I'm saying?
shoes, like they
Yeah.
cool. You know what I'm saying? They embedded in the culture.
But you
For
know what I'm
real.
saying? The Hurt Business is
Hurt
what they
Business coulda been
expected.
something.
Well, what everybody wanted the New Day to be when the New Day first formed.
The
Right.
Hurt Business coulda
Now-
been something, bro.
You know, if the New Day would have went that direction, it kind of would have fizzled out because the thing is, that's not them. That's not who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The New Day are genuinely them when they portray themselves on TVs. They're being themselves. But the faction that we wanted, like this, you know, this reboot of the Nation of Domination that everybody wanted, that was the Hurt Business. and you see them, they you know what I'm saying, they serious, they dominant. Everybody out
They
in
got
three
suits on,
man,
you know what I'm
3-piece
saying? Clean
suits.
as shit.
You know what I'm
Looking like
saying?
mobsters.
Man,
Yeah,
looking
like
bosses, bro.
like
Even
yeah.
MVP, he got the fat chain on, cane walking.
yeah, like
Come on, fool.
you know what I'm saying. Bobby Lashley was the mob boss, and MVP was the concierge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Cedric and Benjamin was the henchman
They,
Right.
they
you
weren't-
couldn't beat.
They weren't
Like,
even
you couldn't beat him.
You couldn't beat
They
him.
really
They were
wasn't
like-
henchmen.
They were
really
like
wasn't.
underbosses. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's how
It's
it
like
worked.
that shit was so dope.
That's how it worked.
You know what I'm saying? And he had, come on, Sheldon Benjamin.
Bro.
Come
Shelton
on, man.
Benjamin been got
The
it.
gold standard.
Oh my God, bro.
One of the
They-
greatest
bruh,
performers to never. Matter of fact, the greatest performer to never win a world
bro,
title.
I'm talking about he done been out performing these folks for the past 20 years, bro. And I don't even think I can recall him having like major injuries. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, they barely use him.
Yeah.
And
they
he been
do.
in this damn company for the longest, bro. And that's my biggest fear with Shelton Benjamin now is that since they not in the hurt business no more, these folks is finna be off TV.
No, you saw the fuck shit, right? So you know when they ran the replay back, they had the main event graphics on the screen.
Ah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
man.
paid attention to that. I like what the fuck.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That,
bro.
like I was leaving there for work, and I caught the rest of it when I got off. But when I
Yeah.
saw that, I was like, man, let me go. I'm finna go to work early. Fuck y'all. I don't wanna see this shit.
Yeah, bro. Like ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't
bro.
nobody got time for that, man. But it was. But I was just wondering why people was shocked that it was bound to happen. I guess a lot of people wasn't expecting it to happen so soon.
Like
I
Like
was kind of
that,
expecting it to happen, but it was like, it's come on, just give us the swerve.
Like, man, give us
Like,
a swerve, man.
Yeah, like I was expecting them to get into it at the beginning of Raw, and I was expecting them to whoop Drew McIntyre ass, and then be standing tall at the end of Raw, like we
We
got you.
swerved you guys.
yeah, they better swerve the fuck out of us at WrestleMania. I tell you
Man,
that. Because I don't mind Bobby Lashley being a champion after WrestleMania. Like he need a lengthy title run, real spill, bro. Because
It's the thing is,
shit, Kofi had a cool title run. You know what I'm saying?
Kofi had
Yeah.
a dominant title.
Yeah,
run.
and
This
if
what
Bobby
pa-
don't get
this
that,
what made a
bro.
lot of people mad. Kofi title run was way more dominant than he had any reason to be because he did not lose when he had that belt, and that's how your champion should be booked. But you know, people on the internet were like, "Why is he not losing? He the champion. What is he supposed to lose for?
We
What
gonna
kind of shit
beat
is
him.
that?"
He's already the champion. It's like when you become the champion, your powers are leveled up to like 1,000. You know what I'm saying? You're over 9,000 when you become a champion.
Yeah.
If you just out here
Yeah.
getting beat, you're not a champion. You know what I'm saying? Like they got mid card titles for that. If you want to just be getting beat. And
Really,
don't-
they should. You shouldn't be beating mid card champions.
That's awesome. You shouldn't be beating no champion at all. Honestly, I
Yeah.
take that back. If you're
It's
a
like-
champion, you shouldn't be beating them. You just not ready.
Like,
No.
say for instance, and I hate to do this, talking about WWE and bringing AEW in the conversation, but the way that Cody Rhodes TNT Championship run was booked, this how you book a championship run. You know what I'm saying? You might, you know what I'm saying? You might get close to losing. You might fall on the edge point, but the champion should just be losing on regular TV every week, which leads me to the program between Sheamus and Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle like a dick. Like Matt Riddle is like, and then it's crazy because Matt Riddle is like the most legitimate fighter on your roster.
Yeah.
Even with the Brock Lesnar, you still have to legitimize the talents of Matt Riddle.
Exactly.
And you got him looking like, I mean, I understand because, you know, Matt Riddle's a stoner type shit, you know what I'm saying?
You know how they
He
feel.
gonna, he gonna, you know, he gonna get high and do some goofy shit.
I'll say some
But damn.
stupid stuff.
I
Man.
like y'all got him getting beat up with scooters and shit like
He
that.
riding around scooters
Man,
and
they
shit.
got this man looking like a joke, bro.
Forgetting what he talking about, like he just slow as
That
hell.
shit is-
Like,
Now, granted,
Oh man.
Sheamus is dope. You know what I'm saying? You can't front on Sheamus.
Right.
That man's skill set is amazing. He put on great matches.
Mm.
His promo skills may be a little lacking here and there, and you know they might screw around the character a lot. But Sheamus is a dope performer, and there could be a great match for the United States title. But why are they fighting on free TV if you don't give us that match at WrestleMania? why is Matt Riddle losing on weekly TV and losing a lot on weekly TV? Like he lost to who was Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali, another great performer, but the way Mustafa Ali has been booked, it's not good. He hadn't won a match in shit. When was the last time Mustafa Ali won a match before he fought Matt Riddle?
Shit, cause he ain't really been wrestling since he been
He was
doing
too
the
busy.
retribution stick.
Yeah, that retribution. We're not gonna talk about that because that's
Cause
just
it's over.
yeah.
Trash.
I understand. I'm glad and I understand why you broke up Retribution because it's an experiment that didn't work. It didn't work from the jump.
I mean,
But
it
the
was quite obvious.
But the Hurt business worked. Think about the merch you could have sold. Think about it. You could have put them 4 faces on so many billboards. You could have built your company around the Hurt business. Matter of fact, remember when the Raw Underground segment
and Hurt
when they
Business
came
down
in
there.
and they rickshaw
And it was just Bobby by himself and MVP.
and Bobby MVP and Shelton Benjamin.
They was there when they had the underground.
Yeah.
No.
It was just
No, it was just Shelton. It wasn't
Yeah.
Cedric.
And
yet.
then Cedric came like,
That
oh,
like after, cause Raw Underground was the experiment that just they talk it like that. They ain't never happened.
Right.
yeah, and it's like I hate to be drawing this comparison too, but it's like we had the Black Evolution.
Yeah,
That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? MVP played the role of Ric Flair, the legend, the OG
all
legend.
the
You know what I'm
skills,
saying?
all the knowledge.
That knowledge tree that you learn from.
Yeah,
And then you had Bobby Lashley, who was like
Triple H.
You know what I'm saying? The
Credited
dominant,
world champion.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Twice, 10 times before.
built up like
OG.
a fucking super villain. Then you had the
Cedric and
then you had the powerhouse, which would fall in the Shelton Benjamin is as the Batista, but
unlike
Shelton-
Batista, Shelton was a legend already, an OG in the game already.
yeah, Shelton
Yeah.
Benjamin,
World Tag Team Champion 100 times.
He
like,
was.
yeah,
he
former
was.
Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, he been
Eh,
champion.
And on top of that, he got that wrestling pedigree that you know what I'm saying, that
'Cause he went
amateur wrestling,
amateur
you know,
wrestling background.
yeah, he's
Trained
I
with
know-
Kurt Angle type shit.
trained with Brock Lesnar, Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar's
Brock
roommate,
Lesnar,
you know,
yeah.
that
Folks had been
that
out
type
in the
of,
trenches.
and then
Shelton
you had
been out here, bro.
Yeah,
I
he
know.
been out there for a minute, man. Like,
And then you got the young gun, the future star, Cedric Alexander,
Which is-
Cedric the Entertainer, Alexander the Great.
which is like Randy Orton.
God, and like
I've never heard this name for this man before.
you ain't never heard that.
No.
That's what it
Yeah,
is. What used to
Cedric
call him, man. Cedric the Entertainer, Alexander the
The
Great.
Great. Hell no.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
it's like
bruh. Yeah,
going
he-
back to even his Ring of Honor run, and you know having them give the honor of having him be the first person to beat Moose, and then when he transitioned to the Cruiserweight Classic, that match he put on with Kota Ibushi that shit was excellent.
Great. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it.
Oh my God.
Please go watch it.
And like you know, the crowd has an obvious desire to get behind Cedric Alexander
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the match, of course, they chanted, "Please sign Cedric." Loudest pop of the night. And they just squandering it.
Yeah, man, it's whack as hell what they doing right now. It's not. There's no point of it. There's no need. We could have had the Hurt business for another year. It made them folks, like you said, the evolution of our time. Because we don't have no dominant team, no dominant faction like that in WWE at all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
And
nobody running people in the ground in goddamn WWE like that no more.
Right.
And then you gotta
That's
think
the
about
problem.
how dope the storyline would have been having Drew McIntyre chase Bobby Lashley for months on end
Yeah.
trying to get that belt
Because he
back.
want that belt back.
And then have him
Make him
finally,
go crazy or
yeah,
something.
and have
Wow,
him
shit, bro.
finally get over the hump at like SummerSlam or Survivor Series. You know what I'm saying?
One of the big main meaningful pay-per-views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
One of the main
WrestleMania
pay-per-views.
is one thing.
Cool.
It came around too fast for the storyline to really develop.
And I feel like that's why they rushing this shit now. If
Yeah.
they get his title back to Drew, I'm gonna be pissed for the
It's
simple
like-
fact there's no need to give Drew back this title yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's you gonna ruin Drew's push
Mhm.
because people are gonna sour on what's being done because everybody wants to see the Hurt Business. And you know they were the new cool heels. I know they try to get out of making cool heels, but they were cool heels. You know what I'm saying? People kind of gravitated towards their group, but you know, this is a formula for disaster. The same formula they used with Roman Reigns, trying to make him the overpowered babyface. And you know, people love Roman Reigns at first, but when they start getting shoved down their throats, it's like okay.
Folks don't. Wrestling fans don't care for this shit. They want natural. They want natural reality to take place. They want a build. They want you to present people as they are, and they gotta believe who their character is too. Like people weren't believing Roman Reigns like that. You know what I'm saying? Like people wasn't believing in the things they was trying to present him as, and then it didn't really help no further when John Cena came back and ran him down. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, bruh, don't nobody believing in goddamn Roman Reigns, bruh.
Yeah,
It's
Wasn't
like
nothing they
people
could do.
believed in Roman, but it was like from the get go, like it was known from the beginning. Like, okay, we want to cheer for Roman, but we don't want a babyface Roman. Nobody wanted a babyface
Nobody.
Roman.
right.
It's
Nobody.
like even when they did the Shield turn, okay, when you had Seth Rollins go heel, that was cool. That was dope. We didn't get, you know, we kind of got the feeling that we got a babyface Seth Rollins. You could have turned Roman or Dean heel. Dean, one of the greatest heels of all time, if you go back and watch his CZW run. But it's like, how dope would it have been to have Roman turn heel initially and see how that push would have worked on the opposite end. Kind of the exact same thing as The Rock.
Right.
I was just thinking that it's like they forgot about The Rock. They did the exact same thing with The Rock. They tried to push The Rock down people's throat. Oh, he's the son of Rocky
Rocky
Johnson.
Die,
The
Rocky,
great-
die.
He's the grandson of the great Peter Maivia. You
Yeah.
gotta like him. You gotta love him. He's
It's
a
like-
blue collar. He's wrestler. He's the athlete's athlete. Like they had gave him the Intercontinental title.
He out
Like,
here
he was out here.
smiling and shit.
Yeah, smiling,
Yeah.
waving, kissing
He
babies.
had the little
curl.
curly shit on top. But no,
Folks
gotta-
was like, no.
they,
you
nah, they
gotta-
were like, die, Rocky, die.
They're like, no, kill
And
this.
people didn't start gravitating towards The Rock until he turned heel
Till he
and
turned
joined the
heel.
Nation of Domination.
And he was
Because-
like,
Then it was
bruh,
like,
fuck y'all. Y'all don't like me. Y'all want me to die. I got something for y'all. Every night I'm gonna come out here and run y'all down.
and they ate it up.
And they wanted it.
You can't.
We are pieces of shit.
You
We
can't
are
force.
jabronis.
You can't force. You know what I'm saying. You just can't force. You can't force wrestlers down like the fans' throat like that. You know what I mean? Because because here you are throwing all these promises, and then will the wrestler delivers? You know what I mean? So that's exactly why.
really
So
got
I
it?
get like, do you really? Are you really are about what you say? You know what I'm saying? So it's so I get that.
Yeah, 'cause it's most definitely crazy as hell. But goddamn me, what else happened on Raw, man? They did the supposedly, you know how they do the contract signings between wrestlers. They had
Rhea Ripley and
Rhea
Oscar.
Ripley and
Yeah,
Oscar.
I
You know
saw
what I'm
that.
saying? Do
It's-
they little tension rising and stuff before WrestleMania.
And they should have. It's like it's just thrown together.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley
Yeah.
is like one of the. Rhea Ripley is dope, mega dope. But it's just like, hey, here's Rhea Ripley. All right, get your title match.
They don't
Like,
have
damn,
nobody.
It's like you're not gonna build her up like.
You're not gonna tell us who she is, no backstory, no exposition. No
I mean,
nothing.
we know who Rhea Ripley is.
But some
and
people they might not. They might
Because
a lot
not.
of
It
people-
might
'cause a
be
lot of people
out
don't
here that
watch-
might- that don't watch NXT.
Yeah, because a lot of
But
people
you know,
don't watch
they had
NXT.
when they had the invasion.
Man,
And for
that was
19
3 years ago.
2 years ago.
Man, Rona was 2 years.
Yeah.
2020 was 2 years. So,
Yeah.
so let this year, 2 years of 2020, and then 2019. Cause that shit was.
Nah,
that
you
shit
got
was this,
you
bro.
got to think about it though, for real, because at that time NXT was on the network.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
So
that too. And
nobody,
wasn't
so
nobody watching the network.
Yeah,
like that.
nobody had the network.
Well,
You know,
yeah, they did.
most people did, but a lot of people didn't. You know what I mean? So they didn't know about NXT unless it was like through
On the
maybe
WWE
highlights.
YouTube.
Yeah, like highlights on YouTube or
It
something.
was like, and then it was around. Well, NXT was kind of fizzling out around that time,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like it was around the time where NXT was still doing major shit, and you had the forefront of the invasion was Adam Cole and Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Cole, money. Don't matter what he do, it's gonna be money. Rhea Ripley, what they had Rhea Ripley do is you had lightning in the bottle with this woman. Could have took over the company, you know what I'm saying? Could be as big as Becky Lynch. What they have her do, they have her come in and lose on WrestleMania. Which, you know what I'm saying, in some instances, it's you look at it glass half full, empty half full.
Yeah.
She got her spotlight on WrestleMania, and you know what I'm saying, she put on a hell of a show with Charlotte Flair. But then have her go back to NXT and muck around and lose matches and look less than a star.
Less, yeah.
And
Exactly.
then turn around and have her
Rise up again.
not even build her back up. Is all right. Throw her on Raw, have her challenge Oscar. But why she? I mean, I understand she want the belt.
Yeah, but why? Why is she
Do you
challenging
want to know?
Oscar?
Do
What
you
did
want
Oscar?
to know? Do you want to know why? You want to know the real reason why?
What's up? What you got?
They don't have nobody built up.
No.
That's exactly
That's
what
really,
it is.
That's really what it is.
That's exactly what it is because
Lacey Evans ended up getting pregnant.
Who?
Shout out to you.
Yeah,
Woo!
shout out to
You know
you. But be honest though, who the hell wanted to see that?
Lacey Evans versus Oscar or Charlotte or what?
Well, we've already seen enough of Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be like who wanted to see Lacey Evans, you know what I'm saying, versus Oscar.
It's like we seen Oscar lose to Charlotte enough. Now we need somebody
Yeah.
else to beat up on Oscar.
Shit, you don't even see Oscar. Like she be on the show. She was in the tag title picture with Charlotte, and then that exploded and imploded and destroyed, and now
here we are.
Now she got a challenger for the title after a whole year. You know what I'm saying?
And can we talk about how poorly they destroyed Oscar though? Oscar in
man.
NXT was like the most dominant
It's kind of
figure ever, and it's like, okay, Oscar is doing her thing. You know, she is like, but Oscar isn't put on like a main focus like she was in NXT. She wins championships. She's been having a long little run.
Right.
But she hasn't been made to look like the star that Becky
that
Lynch
she can
and
be.
Charlotte is.
like
It's
Becky and like in on Bailey.
yeah,
She
Becky
was
Bailey.
like Bailey was a SmackDown woman's title the entire time. Oscar was the champion, but you didn't even see Oscar as much as you saw Bailey. You know what I'm saying? Bailey had her own storyline going on.
It's not even it. It's you built up Bailey good.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying. Bailey is like this.
She was built. Her build up was incredible.
What's the word I'm looking for? She was like this detestable ass, cocky ass heel. Like that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying. And when she finally lost the belt to Sasha, it was like, okay, this is a moment. And now you had Sasha. She's built up like, okay, Sasha is the star. Sasha is money.
Right.
Why isn't Oscar money either? You know what I'm saying?
Building her in those feuds.
Like Oscar,
Good
like
together.
when it comes down to wrestling ability, I would say Oscar is the most talented woman on the roster.
Oh yeah, most
When
definitely.
it comes down to wrestling ability, why is she being built like a killer? She's dead end.
Dead end, bro. The only other thing that actually happened on Raw that actually was even meant even. There ain't nothing happened on Raw, bro.
Oh man, Baron Corbin's back.
Baron Corbin was on Raw
Oh.
after.
Wow. I don't want to say. Man. Oh my God. Go ahead, bro.
Okay,
Go ahead, bro.
Drew went into the locker room, man. He started calling people out. He wanted to prove a point after Bobby put out a little,
Put a
bounty
T,
on him.
put a
bounty
T
on
on
his
that boy
head.
head.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Why? These niggas want me dead. Put prices on my head.
Yeah, man. He went in the locker room, started shoving guys around and whatnot. So Ricochet challenged him. They went into the ring. Of course, Ricochet did his thing. Right after that, Mustafa came out of nowhere, challenged him. He did his thing, whatnot. I guess. Um, cool two back to back matches, which was random as hell. But after that, King Corbin came back. He attacked goddamn Drew. You understand me? And beat the hell out of him. Did this cool little move where Drew ass was about to hit him with the damn Claymore, and then that boy turned this shit to the white noise. I'm like, now that's a finishing, like that's a signature or a finisher that I can get with. Whenever you can hit a signature or a finisher like out of nowhere,
Yeah.
I'm talking about, bro. He picked his main ass up like he was a baby. Dropped his man. I'm like, hold on. King Corbin is like he annoys the hell out of me, but it's cause they always putting him in shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like the only character they got that they just throw in every goddamn thing. Anybody's storyline.
Because
he in it.
I am not
like
a fan of him.
most. I'm a fan of him because people hate him. It's like he actually does his job as a heel.
Yeah.
It's like nobody likes you.
He been a heel then his whole life.
It's not even the fact that it's not the fact that he's a heel. I think it's his whole like the guys just bores me, man. Like it's
That's the point. He ain't here to entertain.
If he had to be all flashy, and
Yeah,
shit,
he-
you know
I like-
what
I'm
saying?
finna come
it's
here
not
and whoop
no
his
you
ass.
no it's not about being. You don't have to be flashy to entertain. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to like do the big moves or the big spots or whatever to be entertaining. Like you can like.
I mean, his big spots are kind of good though. I can't
Yeah,
stand on
they
it.
were like that.
Hey,
that,
man,
That
I
damn
just-
D6
Deep Six.
and
whatever
that
shit
damn
was called.
end of days.
Some
Them
moves
moves,
for-
yeah, them some dope ass moves. It's that he's a douche.
I don't know. I just don't like the way how they build him up so far. Since he's been on the main roster, it's just like turning TV. You know what I'm saying? Type of heat that he got. It's just it all, like I said, it all goes back to creative, man. It's just I don't really like how they build Baron Corbin up, but his NXT days, yeah, they were. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they were pretty cool. but yeah, man. Raw was really just. I can't really explain it, man. It was just one of those. It was just one of those episodes where it was just like, we didn't need to see this. It was just childish. Yeah, like if I can.
It wasn't nothing exciting just
Yeah.
going on Raw. The
Nothing.
last good thing that just really did happen was at the end when them folks beat up, and because Bobby Lashley came out and he beat up Drew. I'm like, bro, you could have kept the Hurt business if this what you wanted to do.
That's what
You know
you,
what I'm
right,
saying? Like, come on,
right,
bro.
like this, like you breaking them up and just for no apparent reason. Still, it's it's like everybody kind of knows the reason, but still, it's like, man, these guys haven't even been together for like a good couple of months, you
Yeah.
know, and it is just like out of
Now it's
nowhere,
over.
it's over with. Well, I mean, I get it. A lot of people say Vince don't like tag teams, which is quite understandable. But still, this was
Like,
something big.
But stables, factions, like it was
Yeah.
something that could have been major, bro. And it's like I told my brother this, man. It's like WWE. It's like nowadays it's very hard to put your dedication into anything that they doing because they'll just pull the rug up away from you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your guy you liking one time will be on TV, and then next thing you know he on main event. He not on TV no more. Next thing you know he on SmackDown, but then he not on SmackDown.
And he on Saturday night main event,
Yeah, so
whatever
like,
it is.
it's hard to just be invested in WWE.
That's another thing I just thought about. Like Saturday Night Main Event used to be like like a
A
big
major
deal,
show,
yeah.
yeah.
And that was just, hey, we got jobbers on here, goddamn it.
We got guys
Watch
you really,
them.
we got guys you want to see, but we ain't gonna even tell you about it.
It's
We're
like,
gonna put them on here so you guys can watch them.
So you know we got the talent, we just not using them.
but who watches main event?
But who?
Nobody.
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 Alright.
So, then we transition over here to SmackDown, man. SmackDown was a lot of WrestleMania building too, since WrestleMania is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of nonsense going on SmackDown too, bro. I ain't gonna say nonsense, but a lot of filler going on in SmackDown. You had Edge come out.
Wait, we gotta talk about WrestleMania SmackDown, which is like the main event of WrestleMania. It's like, hey, we got a show before the show where we had these losers on here fight because they can't get on the main card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they was doing the Andre
Memorial.
Armbar.
That's crazy, bro. I'm not really
They're
feeling
doing that.
WrestleMania this year because one thing for sure, WrestleMania is the show of all shows, but this year they doing something new and nobody is here for it, which is exclusively putting it on Peacock, which is a new streaming service. And
Where the WWE network is dead.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's-
kills it.
I think it's
kaput.
I think because more people also a lot of people watch, the network for the classic stuff too, besides, the main show, the current shows and
And shit,
the pay-per-views.
For a while, NXT was exclusively on the
Yeah.
network.
That was
Yeah.
at the apex of the network.
Uh-huh.
But I hate to bring everything to a screeching halt right now because we are omitting the biggest storyline of the week, which is Chris Jericho on the Broken Skull podcast
Yeah.
on the Peacock Network on WWE television. The first time an AEW star has appeared on a WWE program. The first time
course.
Chris Jericho has appeared in WWE in 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
And you
Since
want to
he been with
know,
AEW.
and you want to know what's so freaking great about this is just the fact that people are I've seen comments on social media. People are talking about like, oh, it wouldn't be important if all the real questions wasn't answered. I'm like, first of all, you don't need you don't need to bring up anything AEW in this.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you
Look,
do.
I'm telling you, no, listen, you don't. Because look at it. We already know what Chris Jericho's is. Now, maybe for the casual wrestling fans, okay, no. But for the hardcore fans that have been paying attention to Chris Jericho since this move to AEW, he really doesn't need to say anything because
He already got his own podcast. He already
Yeah.
talked about his shit already.
Yeah.
But so it's like, what are they gonna talk about? You know what I'm saying?
It's like I figured they should talk about AEW
Mm.
because we should keep this wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's cool what he does with Fozzy and all the shit he does outside the ring. I
bring
think he
up
been on
his
a
own
couple of
personal
game
things.
shows and shit. But
You gotta get into AEW talk.
people are going to tune in for the AEW talk.
You got
I
to.
guarantee it. It's like it's to a point now to where it's like, okay, you really can't ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Even back when everything first started, when Sami Zayn kind of let it slip out, like, hey, ask me about AEW. You know what I'm saying? The piss ant company that Billy Gunn works for. Hey, I don't think it's looking too pissant right now.
No.
It's like the remains of WCW are waking up and coming to bite Vince in the ass. How do you not talk about that? You gotta put at least some kind of spotlight on it.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's the hot topic. That's dope talk. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
wild, man. We never thought that this would happen.
Never.
And you know what I'm saying? Chris Jericho don't give a two rats ass about, what I'm saying? He can give a fuck about whatever he do because he gonna do what he want to anyway. And
Yeah.
Stone Cold, he don't give two fucks. He gonna want to do what he want to do anyway. So you gotta have some AEW talk. You gotta have some WWE talk, and maybe kind of, hey, let's talk about a crossover, because Vince ain't gonna do
No,
it.
we're-
It's
it's
never
not.
going to happen.
So let's not jump the gun too
Yeah.
far.
Triple
right
H put
now.
out that little
like,
BS statement talking about something what's good for business, and if it's good for business, then Vince is here for it. Man, nobody want to hear that.
I mean, he does what's good
He
for
does
business.
what's good
Yeah.
for business,
Because
but he
you
also
gotta look
break
at
up the
the,
hurt business. Sap sucker.
Because you still
Man.
got company investors and stock market trading.
Right.
He's doing what's best for business when it comes to dollar wise, just not for what's best for us. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Not,
I mean, and it's understandable because you want your company to make the more money that you can. But in this same sentence, why did you break up the hurt business?
It was not good for business. It was terrible for business, bro. But
So what else happened on SmackDown?
man, Jake Paul of YouTube fame showed
the same
up.
guy that
No,
knocked
Logan
out-
Paul. Jake is his brother. My bad. I don't know who's who. I don't
Bro,
know.
Which one?
I don't be paying attention.
Which
on
one knocked out
YouTube.
Nate Robinson?
Jake.
The dude, Jake Paul, whatever the man name, Logan Paul. I think it was Logan Paul.
No, Logan. I'm reading Logan Paul onto the red carpet. YouTube sensation Logan Paul. So he's not the boxer. Jake is the boxer.
Okay.
But yeah, Logan Paul showed up on the Sami Zayn red carpet premiere of his documentary he been putting together. And it was cool, you know what I'm saying? He give Logan some shine on WWE, and WWE get that little boost from Logan fans and whatnot, you know what I mean? This always happens around WrestleMania where celebrities pop up on TV, you know what I mean? So
I mean, but they had that big celebrity cameo on Bad Bunny. Leave that.
yeah,
It's like
that's on Raw though.
That's gonna be. Oh,
That's on Raw.
I mean, Bad
And they on
Bunny.
SmackDown, so they already treat them as two different entities anyway. So they got to have
No,
their
they
star.
don't.
They don't, but it'd be like two different shows, bro. Cause SmackDown has always been better than Raw. I'm talking about from the
Yeah.
first SmackDown
it
to
has
now.
been. It has been.
It's always be a different atmosphere on Raw. I mean on SmackDown, and it always be better. Cause when that boy Teddy Long was running SmackDown,
Let
nigga,
me
I
holler
was
at you,
tuning
player.
in.
Holla.
You facing the Undertaker tonight, player. Like Undertaker was the henchman in there.
You go 1-on-1
With
with the Undertaker player.
Holla.
But yeah, man.
Let
So
me holler
Smack,
at you.
I feel like this is their celebrity that they,
Holla.
cause Bad Bunny, he's not a YouTube sensation, but like he's a musician, he's a goddamn Grammy Award winning, like
The
goddamn
hottest-
he
the
the
hottest
biggest
thing-
celebrity. So of course Logan is kind of like a side celebrity type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna
But-
lie to you.
I do not care about.
I don't know what
Yeah, I don't
the
care
hell
about
Logan
none of
Paul
this shit.
does.
No, nothing. I don't know what he do at
I'm
all.
from the hood.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't know who the
Oh,
fuck this
and
man is.
Yo, Kenny, I'm glad you said that because I had gotten. Well, I wouldn't say I got into an argument, but I got into a little slight jab with somebody about that same thing. You know, they were just so hell bent on saying that, like, oh well, Bad Bunny is a well known artist and all that. I'm like, dude, you gotta understand. I come from the hood. I come from I come from urban radio,
South
Memphis,
North
Memphis to be
East,
exact,
Luke,
bro.
like East
We don't
Memphis,
know
funky
shit.
Town.
Right.
I didn't
You
know
don't
who Bad Bunny
bruh.
was. My lady told me that Bad Bunny, he a musician. How do you know
I'm
about
like, bruh,
Bad
I
Bunny?
don't
You know
know.
what I'm
It's
saying? Like,
I heard about
fuck?
Bad Bunny through Complex Sneaker Shopping. This
Yeah.
I was introduced to him, and he was like, he's a Latin rapper. It's like, okay, maybe the biggest Latin rapper in the world. I'm like, okay, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know that though.
Nobody know this shit.
I don't listen to Latin rap music.
Right. So
Even the rap music that I do listen to is already simplified to about 7 people. So if you're not those 7 in the list that I listen to, I don't be knowing. I just found out who Pooh Shiesty is, and he from my own city.
ABCGE, this how you start the alphabets, nigga. Erase the C off the Glock. We changed the alphabet killers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, Kenny knows that, man.
I'm also this
I'm
week.
like,
I don't know, man, but yeah. Nothing else happened on SmackDown, bro. Daniel Bryan
it wasn't
defeated Jey
nothing.
Uso in a street fight, which led to a fallout between him and Edge after Daniel won with the yes lock. He went out there, kicked the hell out of Edge because he was sitting ringside doing commentary, kinda. He wasn't really even saying anything. He was just sitting there watching the match. But up the rep way, Roman and Paul was also watching the match. You know what I'm saying? So after he did damage to Edge, he went up there, attacked Roman, and of course they put this triple threat title shot match on WrestleMania and whatnot. So somebody is gonna lose this title at WrestleMania. I feel like, and I feel like Edge might be the one who win this hoe. If not, it'll be Daniel Bryan. If not, they just pull a 160 and Roman Reigns somehow keeps this hoe, even though Jay be out. But I think Jay not allowed to come ringside, is he? I think it was like a stipulation he ended up losing to and shit. But
Who?
Jay Uso,
If he
I think he was like banned from ringside or something like that, man. I don't know. This story is just taking place out of the blue also, you know what I'm saying? Because Edge did come back and he won the right to go to WrestleMania, but then here come Daniel Bryan. They threw him in there. And don't get me wrong, Daniel Bryan, I mean, it's Daniel Bryan, brother. Like, he most definitely deserved a title shot, but it's like they just threw him in this thing just to, add a little bit more layers to it.
layers, but I also feel like to kind of carry the match
Yeah.
because
You don't really know what Edge is can really,
yeah. I love Edge. We all love Edge, but he's not the Edge of old of
You're not the
yesteryear.
rated R
You know
superstar
what I
no more.
mean? So he could still. We're not saying that he can't go. He could still go, but it's just he's old now. It's like he just gotta have somebody to carry in that match. And like I said, I'm still pulling for this to be Edge's moment to finally just he did it. Now we can throw that under the bed. Roman Reigns get the title back. Whatever pay per view is up next. I think SummerSlam. Get the title back and just
No, hell no. It ain't
Next
SummerSlam
pay-per-view,
yet.
Oh no, shit, that's in August.
The next pay-per-view, Money in the Bank.
The what?
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Oh well, get the title back and Money in the Bank. So
It's like, I don't know. I think it was the other way because I'm digging the Edge return and I'm digging what he doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad he finally turning heel because you know what I'm saying. Edge is babyface. Cool. Whatever. I mean,
we
I
love,
like.
rated
I
R
still,
we love
superstar. He
heel.
wasn't really a
I still,
babyface.
you know what I'm saying. I
He
still
wasn't really
love
a heel
Edge.
either.
Edge is like one of my top 5 favorite wrestlers ever. But we love heel Edge. We love the ultimate opportunities. We love, him sneaking and attacking people with cameras and giving people the concerto and shit like that.
Dirty, greasy.
Man.
Yeah. And it's like, it's an evolved version of the Red Light Superstar because now he got, you know what I'm saying, he look old and gritty and he got in the best shape of his life and it's like, he all grizzled and tough and look like a fucking caveman now.
Might look like Logan.
Yeah. He's already a Canadian, you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense.
And he be wearing a J.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You gotta throw the J's in there, man. But yeah, man. Speaking of Edge making his return and him being at the foot of WrestleMania, it's like his main man, Christian Cage, is over here in AEW making his return. You know what I'm saying?
Against Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah, bro. He had his first match. I'm talking about first real match since he had came back.
In 7
against
years.
Frankie.
His first single match in 7 years.
And
since
that happened in
2014.
AEW, bro. Like AEW got Christian's first match back, bro. Like that's always.
And they
gonna
put
be
on
major.
a banger too, though.
Him and
It was a
Frankie.
really good match.
They,
These
you know what
folks
I'm
got
saying?
history, bro.
They put
do.
on a mad banger with that match. And it's like, okay, Christian has always been like a really good wrestler, but I didn't think he was still that good. I kind of had my reservations about it. It's like, okay, he kind of older. He probably lost a step, which,
That
to a
which
fault,
happens.
he has lost a step. But it's like, as an in-ring technician, Christian is still like a ring general. You know what I'm saying?
Dude is freaking underrated. Like it's been underrated for so long.
Yeah.
It's like, man,
He's been underrated for the last 22,
Because he was
23
always in.
years.
I don't want to say he was in
incredible
Edge
talent,
shadow,
bro.
but he was like behind Edge.
He was an Edge of Shadow until he left and went to TNA. And he
became the man
built
after
himself
that.
back up to a main eventer.
Mm.
Came to WWE ECW and won a title, and then turned around and went right back to Edge of Shadow.
Yeah.
And that's how it is, and that's what WWE does to people, man. Which is trash as hell. But yeah, Christian, he came back, man. Him and Frankie, tore it down, put on a good ass match. Christian won, and it was like, man, it was good to see him doing what he, man, probably been trying to get back to for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Because he had the little small itty bitty easy weensy run in WWE recently.
Exactly.
And that was it. You know what I'm saying? We thought we was gonna get to see more of him with this thing with Edge, but that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all hear what was gonna be next if Christian would have stayed?
What?
We were gonna get Edge and Christian versus the New Day.
Mm-hmm. Like
That-
tag titles.
That would have been.
That would have
that
been
would have been
lit.
cool.
That would have been.
That
interesting.
would have been lit. I would have. That's some shit I would have paid to see.
But apparently that didn't work out because
Christian wanted to,
Christian went straight to
he,
AEW.
he wanted to walk in that forbidden door.
He walked through that, man. He most definitely deserved what's coming to him for being brave and stepping out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? But Christian, you know, he do what the hell he want to do. Like he the goddamn, what they call him, man, the charisma.
Captain Charisma.
Yeah, Captain Charisma, man. But,
Outwork everybody.
yeah,
Outwork
everyone.
everybody.
And we have a new stable in AEW.
Oh man, speak, bruh. That shit
I
was
mean-
live as hell. First, the match that led up to it was pretty cool. It was
Cody
Cody
versus
Rhodes
QT
versus
Marshall.
QT Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Best friends,
Cody like,
training partners, homeboys. They
This
done it
my
all
dog,
together.
you know
Done
what
it
I'm
all
saying?
together, man.
Yeah, man. And QT apparently like, you know what? I'm tired of it. He obviously feel like he's in Cody's shadow. And Cody's the golden child. He's the prince of wrestling. He just having the
Reality
best
show.
life. You know what I'm saying? Daughter on the way. Reality show. Had a big show with Snoop Dogg and everybody. Like, he just out here. You know what I'm saying? He being the man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you become the man, it cause problems. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want you to be the man. You know, some people want to be the man for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take out the man. Like Rick first said, to be the man, you gotta beat the man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what QT Marshall is on right now. You know,
Right.
they had a cool little match, but Cody was trying to be like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to just put the moves on him and shit, so it was kind of pissing off QT. But that man smacked the fuck out of goddamn R. Anderson, bro, and that shit was fucking hilarious.
Wow.
And next thing you know, man, everybody like, okay, so it was kind of not a lumberjack match, but a lumberjack match because they had like the Nightmare family on one side, and they had like the Nightmare Factory students on the other side. And then once all this shit like broke down, the Nightmare Factory students turned on the Nightmare family and was helping QT. You know what I'm saying? QT calling the shots. I cannot remember these folks' names.
Nick
Them folks are
Camarado,
doing like
Aaron Solo,
Mm-hmm.
and Anthony Ogogo.
Yeah, see, that's why he on the show.
yeah.
He knows. But yeah, man, all them folks is like just goddamn went ham. Fucking took out Dustin, he bleeding. Took out Cody, took out Billy Gunn, all his sons. You know what I'm saying? Took out goddamn what's the other kid name?
Colt and
The kid with the braids. That's
Lee
his name?
Johnson.
Yeah, Lee Johnson.
Big
Took his
Shotty
ass
Lee.
out. You know what I'm saying? Only person came down to save Cody was Red Velvet. Cause they was finna they already power drive Dustin on the stairs. They was finna do some work to goddamn Cody, and she came out. She stopped and saved him. So they walked out together. Everybody like, yo, what's going on? It's like this a new stable. It's a new group. What's up?
right.
You know what I'm saying? So QT, he got a lot of explaining to do next Wednesday on Dynamite, man, for real. But it was a cool turn though. Like it was, you kind of saw it coming. You know what I'm saying? But the Nightmare Students was a cool turn because I didn't see that shit coming.
I didn't
at
see
all.
that coming either. I'm trying to
I
figure
saw
out.
I saw Nick Camarado I kind of figured he would turn because on Dark he's kind of been QT Marshall's understudy. He's been modeled with Natural Nightmares, so that's kind of saw that coming. Now Anthony Ogogo, that's interesting because remember that's the big bronze medalist boxer that they signed initially when
Right.
AEW first started up. And hey, we got another crossover star who's gonna give us more styles than AEW got more styles than the motherfucker got draws. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
They
okay,
most definitely got the
now we
wrestlers
get to
on
see-
the
Yeah, they
show,
do.
man.
They got the talent.
we
They
now
got
you get to
enough.
see, what I'm saying, a boxing crossover star, another legit fighter added to your roster. Okay, this is really interesting. Let's see, how they build this guy and what he does. I mean, right now he's a henchman, and now that's cool. That's how you
Right.
do your kind of raw talent, but dude can really fight. Like I said, Olympic bronze medalist, he can whoop somebody's ass real.
Yeah, real
So-
life. You real life throwing them hands. You know what I'm saying?
And then we segue after the Red Velvet came to save Cody. We go back to the rivalry with her and Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
Jade
Which is gonna be a good one, man.
Yes,
It's gonna be
Lord.
Jade Cargill.
This will show us.
She's pure goddess, embodied, informed, our own Amazonian. Like this damn lady is
She
goddamn.
is, man.
Dead melanin
She ain't no goddamn
is
joke.
popping.
Is, I don't
She
even.
ain't no goddamn
Ooh.
joke, bro. She
Dog.
man, like, okay, think about this, bro. Like back in the '90s, China was goddamn the biggest wrestler. Like she was the eighth wonder of the world.
Eighth one of the world.
You know what I'm
Ninth.
saying? Ninth? Oh yeah, because Andre was
ninth.
the eighth.
Yeah.
Andre was the eighth
Ninth
wonder.
wonder.
She was the ninth wonder. What is Jade? She the 10th. 11th
I don't know,
one?
man. I
'Cause
don't know
she
what
gotta
she.
be up
I don't
there.
know what she is, but she is a.
She gotta be up
She
there.
is a
man.
beautiful. Oh my
That
god.
woman is gorgeous.
She is
Point blank.
gorgeous. Oh man, a beautiful
then, like-
specimen.
And then she's that gorgeous and a fucking super athlete.
Sh-
Like they had a video of her training playing basketball with Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
A little montage.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I could not stop looking. Like it's just, I'm just, you not only amazed by her beauty, but it's just you're also amazed by the athleticism that she possesses. Like that is just, it's incredible. Now, this match with Red Velvet is really gonna show. Like we've already seen what she can do, with the squash matches that she's had so far. Just giving us a little taste of what, even with the tag match prior, with Shaq, but still, it's just giving us taste of what it can all lead up to.
Can we, what I'm saying? Can we notice how good the AEW women's division has been getting lately?
Ah, yeah,
It's
'cause
like-
people was trashing it.
Yeah,
And,
people were
I
trashing
mean-
it for the longest when it
People
first
was
started.
trashing it for
Let's
a
keep
minute.
the buck here. It was trash in the
Yeah.
beginning,
Yeah, it was.
but it's like right now it's getting so good now. Like you have Red Velvet, who's a masterful in-ring technician, and then you have the big star presence that Jade Cargill has, and now you got your face of the division, Britt Baker, and then you have the best wrestler in the division, Thunder Rosa,
yeah,
and you still have Hikaru Shida,
That's
who
the
is still the
champion.
longest reigning champion in AEW history, still running strong with the belt. How long does she hold the belt?
And then you got
Don't
Britt
know.
Baker out here becoming an icon overnight.
See,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I think that's what the reason why the women's division is starting to hit its stride. I think after it goes back to that match, that unsanctioned match between Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker. That's the match. I feel like it was pieces already leading up, but I feel like that was the tipping point right there. It was just like, all right, we need to get our shit on. Like, let's go. And after that match happened, yeah, the women's division is starting to come around. It still got some kinks it needs to work out, but it's coming around. It's definitely coming
It's
around.
looking good. And next we going to Kenny, by God Omega.
Hey, you want to talk about this, joint?
Oh yeah, oh
Alright,
yeah.
So, AEW World Champion Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus the Lucha Bros.
We don't know if we can say Bullet
Penta
Club
L,
though.
Ray Phoenix, and Laredo Kid. First of all, the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid are from a wrestling planet. They are aliens. They were sent down to be the wrestling gods of the planet. They gonna take over the world,
Man,
and they are gonna out wrestle everybody.
Can we talk about
like these folks is ridiculous, man. It's like it was moves, flying, crazy, like from beginning to end, bro.
I
we
need to
talk
get
about
another.
like how dope Ray Phoenix is every time he is on our TV screens?
Right.
And it's like, even going back to Lucha Underground, you know, Ray Phoenix has always been the underrated MVP of
Yeah.
every show he's on. It's like,
Mhm.
we might not give him the big spotlight, but guess what though? He's gonna always put on the
Y'all gonna do
best show.
thing, Yeah.
Jesus Christ! It's like, and it's like he don't botch. You
Nah,
rarely
bro,
see him
you
botch.
barely. I rarely see him mess up a move, and he be
Right.
doing he a jump, twist, hop on the top rope, run across the rope, kick. Wait, how did you do all this in
Like,
7 seconds?
And
They
like,
label
not
Grand
botch.
Metalik the king of the ropes, but that is Ray
That's
Phoenix
because
by
they ain't paying
far.
attention to Ray Phoenix.
Jesus Christ!
But nah, yeah, Ray Phoenix. But I just need one more single run from Penta.
Mm-hmm.
Penta's. I've
I want a
always
singles
loved
run
Penta,
from
man.
Pentagon, but I want deathmatch Pentagon back. You know, Pentagon Dark. You know, I'm breaking people's arms. You know,
Oh, this shit.
Yes.
Dark
Oh
Penta?
God, man,
He
That
should be.
ma-
Yeah, he do need a world title run in AEW for real.
yeah.
I
For
wouldn't
real.
even.
I
I
do
wouldn't
want
give
them to
him.
be tag champions though. I ain't gonna hold you.
I wouldn't give him a world title run.
Look at this, folks.
As a matter of fact, I don't even think Pentagon needs a championship. Pentagon just needs to come out and ravage people and beat the hell out of everybody. You know, especially like, okay, we got a guy that's injured. How do we write him off? Have Pentagon come break his arm.
Yeah.
You know, you to break our bones, right? Hey, that's the perfect way to write any injured talent off. Have Pentagon just show up and break their arm.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect.
These folks are putting on a goddamn good match.
And I
man,
wonder,
for real.
it's like, are they gonna wind up signing Laredo Kid? Because Laredo Kid does a lot of dope stuff.
Yeah.
He been in a lot of really good
mean-
matches on AEW.
Yeah,
And-
they've been putting him in the spotlight, man. It's like the
Yeah.
second or third week.
And he's also been on MLW too with
Yeah.
Leo Rush.
Yeah,
Shout out to
goddamn
Leo
Leo
Rush.
Rush.
You hear me?
What's up, man? Yeah, man, that was a good ass match, bro. Laredo Kid, if they don't sign this man, bro, they most definitely getting they good uses out of him, bro.
I guess 'cause he's Triple A
wrestling the hell
talent.
out of Kenny. He wrestling the hell out of Kenny, but Kenny be
know.
wrestling his ass off, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
If he's in a match with anybody, that's the thing I like about Kenny Omega, bro. It's like he's like Shane Song to me, because he can adapt to anybody. He can
Anybody's style,
style, bro. But but as soon as he snap out of it, he's back into his style, and that's what you don't want, because you don't want him using his moves on you and his style on you, because he
Right.
gonna fucking kill you. He gonna pin you. Ain't nobody breaking out of the one winged angel. You know what I'm
Nobody.
saying? But he also just be out here wrestling, and he'll wrestle the smallest person, which is like that match he had with Laredo Kid, the match he had with Matt Sydal. You know what I'm saying? But then he'll wrestle the craziest niggas like John Moxley. You know what I'm saying? Wrestle the biggest person. Like it ain't nothing that Kenny is like not doing in his wrestling ring. Like all his moves he got moves yeah, this goddamn shit, boy, that man cold as hell. He got moves that are goddamn adjust to everybody else's style and
Yes.
shit. And that's very rare in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just got their style and they just beat the hell out of you with their style.
Right, exactly.
Which led up to the aftermath of the match when John Moxley appeared,
Mm-hmm.
and now he got some backup with
The
the
good
Young
old
Bucks.
Young Bucks.
So it's
Super kick party.
Yeah, because they fucking, man, because Kenny, he wasn't feeling, he wasn't feeling the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks not feeling Kenny.
I got a
He
feeling
rolling
the
with
Bucks gonna turn
Dunn and the
heel, though.
Good Brothers. Huh?
I got a feeling the Bucks gonna turn heel on John Moxley.
I
You
have a
feel
feeling
like,
too.
man, that'll be a cool turn.
That'd be
And
shocking. I mean,
yeah, and that'll
hey,
have people talking and shit. And then here you have these folks, goddamn,
right.
got the tag titles. They got the Good Brothers. They Good Brothers. They man,
Well,
it'll be the
see,
goddamn Bullet Club.
but I think I wouldn't be surprised, but nah, it wouldn't be shocking. But I wouldn't be. It'll be shocking to the like maybe the casuals, but
Hmm.
it wouldn't be shocking to me because it's also like you gotta go back to like what Don Callis was saying, and then if you pay attention to BTE, what Brandon Cutler said, I feel like it's settled stuff like that that can possibly lead up. Who knows? It can be a swerve. You know, they might actually go through with it, but
Hmm.
I honestly feel like it can be like we might end up getting the Bucks of old
Hmm.
soon.
I mean, if you watch any of the old Ring of Honor shows and old New Japan, you will know that the Young Bucks are not immune to turning heel at any given moment. They will turn heel and on your ass.
Because you think about it, man, Kenny is their boy.
Yeah,
Like Kenny is their boy. You know what I'm saying?
But you
Like,
know, hey, the Young Bucks, they are the ones that turned on AJ. Well, nah, Kenny turned on AJ
yeah,
Styles,
Kenny
Yeah.
fucked him up.
but they did
But
turn
they did
on.
ride with him though. You know what I mean?
They did turn on Adam Cole, and they were going to turn on Cody.
hmm
So you know,
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. The Young Bucks, it might be a double
Yeah.
or nothing.
Hmm.
Feel like double or nothing. Might be the call.
I
Wouldn't
think
be
they might.
surprised.
They might fuck around and lose.
Yeah.
And another wild thing, we got two more things happening on AEW I want to touch on, man. One is the return of the Inner Circle.
Babyface in the circle.
MJF was
Hey.
backstage. He
Hey,
was giving
hold
the
on.
Pinnacle.
That sneak attack was so dope. Like that shot of when MJF opened the
The
door
band
and
through
they
the
were
door,
standing there.
We gotta go. We gotta
Yeah.
go, bro.
We gotta
Jesus
go, bro.
Christ.
Let's go.
Like
Then he
that-
opened the front door.
That image was so
Jake
dope.
Hager.
Hager standing right there. Oh man, that was a good ass backstage brawl, man. It's been a while since we had a good backstage brawl, but AEW seemed to pull them just off nice as hell,
Yeah,
man, for real.
exactly.
Cause everybody in the Pinnacle was there, and they're bleeding, busted open, laid out. You got MJF, he knocked out. He in the drink machine.
Now
You
this
got
is gonna be
goddamn FTR laid out. There, one of them was busted open, bleeding. Goddamn Sammy Guevara hit Spears with the GT. What do you call his move?
I,
What he call
I
his
forgot what
finishing
they
move?
called
Can't
it.
even call
I
it.
think it's the GTH.
Yeah, he hit him with that, smacked him with the door. Like they completely wiped out the Pinnacle, man. And it was a cool little segment. You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting for that blood and goods match. Now I'm like,
And what I told B,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, they gotta do the
They
blood
gotta
and
do
goods
it now.
next, man.
It's-
Like,
I'm like
on.
They got
super
to.
invested in it.
they got to.
Like before they had the backstage brawl, I was like, okay, the Pinnacle. It's like, okay, I can dig it, but I don't know where they're going with this.
Hmm.
But when I saw the backstage brawl, I was like, oh, okay, now I'm invested. Now I want to see this.
And I want to
Yeah.
this is gonna be this possibly the greatest match. This ended up making the Inner Circle baby faces now
Yeah.
in this situation.
Making
So
them
this
the good
is
guys.
this is gonna be a good rivalry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how long it'll be, but man, with the Pinnacle, I'm already invested in this group with MJF, FTR, Sean Spears, and Tully Blanchard. You
It
gotta
should
let
be
you
good.
gotta
It should
legend.
good be a-
So,
it should be a good seasonal like battle between these
Man.
people, man, for real. Cause AEW don't really do they pay per views like back to back like that.
yeah.
So if they do have come to a climax, it should be at a pay per view. You know what I'm saying? I know they got double. Well, they got damn, what's the name of this damn pay per view? I keep forgetting this damn pay per view.
Double or nothing.
Yeah, I think I was about to say. I think they got that coming up, so that'll be too soon.
Yeah, that's
But
the
I
next
feel like they
pay-per-view.
most definitely should keep this damn battle between the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle going, man, for real. Cause that'll give them some legitimacy, even though Inner Circle, like the Inner Circle started out is goddamn legitimate as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because one, you had Chris Jericho, then you had the Proud and Powerful tag team champions all over the
Santana
place.
Ortiz.
You know what I'm saying? Then you had Jake Hagar. You know what I'm saying? He's also one of the type of people in AEW that can literally beat the hell out of you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like trained
Legit
fighter,
beat- like,
legit
kick
brawler.
your
You
ass.
know what I'm saying? Then you got
Also,
Sammy Guevara. You
a
know what I'm
Bellator,
saying?
a Bellator star as well.
Yeah, undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So like I said,
Exactly.
he's legit. Though the inner circle was already legit as hell just because of who was in it. Then you got the Pinnacle. Like they most definitely came legit as hell because you got first of all you got Tully. You know what I'm saying? You got Tully on your team. Even when he had that damn Sean Spears, people was like, oh shit, Tully and Sean Spears, they was on it. You know what
They
I'm
were
saying?
already on it.
Then
Yeah.
FTR came. Then they teamed up with him. Oh, Tully and FTR, what's really going on? Them folk ain't tag champs. You know what I'm saying? And then you put MJF and Warlow in the mix. MJF is already like a rising star in this company, you know what I'm saying? And then he got goddamn Warlow, who's goddamn powerhouse of all powerhouses. Like I put him up there with Lance Archer, Brian Cage, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like boss powerhouse type shit, you know what I'm saying? So the Pinnacle and the Inner
like
Circle
Warlow.
going at each other is like goddamn real like perfect for this goddamn battle that they pursuing them, man. I mean, it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm waiting for this shit to like come together and then explode, and then we just get none. Like we get tag matches between the Proud and Powerful, and FTR. We get to see Sean Spears more on AEW, like Dynamite. Like this is something that I can invest into,
Yeah.
and that's the thing
definitely.
with AEW. They giving you stuff to invest into, and they letting it play out. So I'm glad for that right there for sure. And speaking of investments and stuff playing out, the last thing I got for y'all, man, is this goddamn the arcade anarchy between Chuck Taylor and Orange
Yo.
Cassidy
That match was better
versus
than it.
Kip Sabian
Hey.
and Miro.
That was an entertaining match. I'm
That was
not
better
even
than
gonna
had,
lie.
than had any right to be.
Right.
And we got the return, the biggest return of the night.
Yeah.
Susan.
Sue.
He said
Sue.
Susan.
Susan.
It was first of
and
all,
Trent.
this was a major night for returns for AEW. Just like the return of the AEW, like return of the Inner Circle. We had the return of Sue. We had the return of Trent.
And
You had
Chris
the return
Statlander.
of Chris Statlander. Like, oh, it's just a night of returns.
Another
Yeah.
really undergraded women's wrestler that their roster desperately needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Investing
And
in-
now it looks like she's aligning herself with the best friends.
Yeah.
So this is something. I hate to see Miro lose. You know, I really wanted Miro to stay undefeated forever, but you know this is a good match, and the best friends have always been built strong.
Right.
Matter of fact, I think they are about due for a championship.
Most
Right.
definitely, bro. Because that's what I was thinking they should lead it to next. After they, like, hopefully they done with Miro and Kip Sabian. And Kip can go do what he can do. And Miro can, focus on the world title or
title
something.
run,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because Miro should be in that program. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, him with the best friends and Kip, him being the best man. Like, all that is cool. It's like, but I feel like it ran too long. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And this is a good ending for it if this is how they finna end it. And it's good. Like, they got to finish this off strong and then start something new.
I'm gonna tell you one match I want to see though.
Defos.
That please, they need to give us Miro versus Pac. That's what I want to see.
Oh man, I would.
Yeah, that'd
Yo,
be a good ass
that's
match, too.
that would be. That's money.
That should be his next program.
That's money right there.
Because Pac down there still got like the best
Yeah.
win ratio
You
in
got,
AEW.
but you got
Uh,
the best record right now.
Pac gonna be in a tag title match with Phoenix, so
Yeah. Oh,
he might be
yeah.
occupied with that for a
Shit, he
minute.
can go out. Well, he can go out to Penta. I don't know. They just need to do something with my boy Miro, man.
Man,
'cause
cause
we waited for him in the WWE. We waited for WWE to do something with him.
They gave him a tank.
They did. That's what they
gave the
did.
man
They
a
gave him a
tank.
tank.
They gave him a tank, gave him the United States title. That was
with
it,
long
you know what I'm saying?
hair.
That's cool. But that was it. Now he in AEW, and we wait for him to do something in the AEW.
It's
Like I said, the stuff with the best friends is cool, but he got to do something serious, man. He got to.
it's time. I feel like this Arcade Anarchy was the was the was
This
the blow
man.
off right here.
This-
But
Trent,
I know,
this
right?
Chuck Taylor, this man dropped Legos in the wrestling ring.
Yeah,
Now I don't
yo,
know if y'all know about Legos, but I think they hurt more than that damn text.
like I was just finna get to that. I was like, right before I was finishing up that statement, I was like, man, these folks used Legos, not thumbtacks, Legos, man.
bruh.
And I know some of y'all who grew up in the '90s or had your parents that stepped on your Legos.
You got called all types
yeah.
of cuss words for
Oh,
that.
man,
I do it to this day because my kids got Legos and I steps on them.
yeah,
And that's a pain you don't want, bruh. So just imagine getting slammed on them.
right.
Like, damn, this shit look like it hurt, but man. But
But
this,
yeah.
and now, this Arcade Anarchy match was something new for one.
Yeah,
And I feel like they pulled it off
it was
perfectly,
entertaining.
bruh.
It was entertaining, but like I said, I feel like this is the blow off right here for Miro. He needs to go ahead. I feel like they need to go ahead because what I'm noticing in this match was like, yeah, he needs to go ahead and get into a serious title picture because the way Miro was in this match alone, even though it was entertaining, like dude was vicious like throughout this whole match, even in losing defeat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he needs a serious title run after this. Like, need to focus on that. So
Something, man, for real. But this was a good ass match, man. Entertaining as hell. Them folks had the Mortal Kombat 2 arcade
And
out
that
there.
joint was
straight
on.
up. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, bruh.
Can I
these folks-
play it?
would've played it.
I would have been out there fucking match, nigga. Goddamn,
man,
bro,
fuck the match. I was gonna play this right quick.
But the boy Trent, he showed up. Mom dropped him off in the van.
Sue.
You know what I'm saying? Sue came through. You know what I mean? He came rescued his boys, and you know it turned up after that, man. So I really like the little angle that they finished this off with. Like I said, hopefully they finishing it off. But yeah, this was a good brawl and shit to end the show with on AEW.
Yeah.
Cause this show was cool as hell, man, for real.
Alright, before we break camp, you know what I'm saying? I got two things I want to touch on.
Mm-hmm.
First, what are y'all thoughts on the New Japan World Heavyweight Championship?
We all remember the.
I'm gonna
Divas
try to
title.
find a picture and post it in, you know what I'm saying, the show so y'all can see how.
When
it
I
look,
first
man,
saw it,
but-
I was like,
You know,
This
this
ain't-
is.
but
This ain't
then
it,
when I
dog.
kind of read the backstory of it and what they were doing with it, it's
Yeah.
like it's slowly but surely growing on me. I almost to the point where I love the title now. You know, after hearing the backstory and hearing what they did with the design, I love it now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
It's and they debuted another new championship. I want
yeah,
to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
The,
They did. I can't remember now. I was just looking at this, and I think I sent it to you, fool. Check your messages.
It's the Strong Open Weight Championship.
Yeah.
Oh, they
That
got-
jump pretty
it's
cool.
gonna be based on the strong style.
It's gonna be whoever win the U.S. New Japan Cup is gonna be the Strong Open Weight Champion.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a tournament held here in America,
Mm-hmm.
but it's for I guess for the New Japan belts. That's gonna be on the American version of the show.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, the new title, bro. When I first saw it, I wasn't a fan of it. I'm still really not because of the authenticity of the other titles, the world title, the intercontinental title. I mean, like it looked like a title, prestigious. It had the name of the former champions on the side plates. You know what I'm saying? Real respectable.
And this just looks like a toy.
Yeah, it looks
Kinda.
like a toy. It looks like something that you would
But-
find at Walmart.
Right.
And for they selling that hoe for a good $30-$40.
Like a Megazord.
I mean, but you know that's the Japan style though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Even
yeah.
what's the champion name?
Kota Ibushi.
He didn't look too impressed when he saw it. Like that was his first time seeing it.
But you know that's
But-
Kota. That's his facial expression.
No,
This
he
is-
just looked like this.
Nah, I don't think. Nah, I don't think he.
I don't
nah,
know, man.
I
He
don't
looked
think.
like he was like.
I mean, he probably was like, the way that hopefully if it gets more backlash, because that happened with the TNT title. It got so much backlash about how it looked, and then it eventually looked better with the black. Yeah, you can't go wrong with black. You just cannot go wrong with black.
They switched it up.
But
Found
yeah,
their own way forward.
but yeah. Personally, my opinion before we go, man, on that title, it, when I saw it, I was like, it'll kind of grow on me. We'll see, but hopefully, but like I'm saying, I'm just betting on anybody that like give it enough backlash, they'll probably go ahead and change it,
change it up or something. I don't
change
know,
or at least change the plate, whatever or something. I don't know.
It just
That's my
wasn't-
opinion, man. I think it'll be an okay. It's gonna grow on me, but eventually it looks ugly right now. So
Yeah,
So,
'cause I'm not. When I saw it, I showed my brother and my pops. You know what I'm saying? I explained like my pops, he ain't really watched no wrestling in a while, so I was explaining to him about New Japan and how they titles looked and showed him the new one and everything. Like I was just taken back from it, man, because I wasn't expecting this thing to look like that. And even when I dug and found it, this title was being represented from my old title design and what they was trying to do and everything. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they nailed it, but it's cool, man. I can't do nothing about it, so I can't do nothing but just accept it.
Man, just accept.
Because I didn't like you said, I didn't like the TNT title when it first came out. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they didn't changed it and did their thing with it, so I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I ain't gonna be tripping, man. But you had something else you wanted to?
Last
down.
thing I want to touch on before we, get up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to DMX, man.
Oh,
DMX overdosed
Yeah.
this morning.
Yes, prayers out to the
Prayers out to the dog.
He in grave condition right now, so
Yeah, man.
everybody,
Legend.
keep your prayers out for the legend DMX, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully by the time y'all see this, we hear some good news, man. Something
Hopefully.
positive come out of the
Yeah.
situation, because DMX is a legend, man. He was instrumental in all our lives
Yeah.
growing up. You know what I mean? I'm talking about my pops. Every DMX album, bro, he had that thing.
Had
He
to-
could really-
had to
One
play
for a
it.
nigga.
That man bumped that home, man. But yeah, prayers up to the God, man. We'll check y'all next time, man. We got a lot of things going on, so we might have to start breaking some things down, man, because there's a lot of wrestling out here going on, and
Because
we want
we
to bring
still
it. We
haven't
want to bring it
touched
to y'all, man.
On NXT.
Yeah, man.
Right.
We gotta bring y'all the wrestling that's going on, man, outside of the main staples and shit, man. So please stay tuned, man. We got some Serial Corner merch coming, little public announcement. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Check that out. Check the Serial Corner out every Sunday. Going on every Thursday. We got some designs coming up for Raps and Wrestling tees. You know what I'm saying? So check that out.
Fly
Patreon
shit on
coming,
you.
you know what I'm saying? Food Sock Challenge. I'm gonna be here. Your boy King Ron.
Andretti, nigga.